Hey, what's up, everybody? Okay, we're gonna start here at home and we're gonna go for a little journey. Let's take a look at the big flaming ball of plasma about 93 million miles away from us. Ain't she a beaut? Anyways, I gotta run to the store for several things. My queen needs uh, her calories. Obviously, that's what we all run to the store for. Unless you're like me and you got a vice like this. Make sure I'm recording the right way. Yeah. And also, when I went there yesterday, they didn't have the ramen noodle, which the princess likes. So I'm gonna double check to see if they restocked it. And also, more rice for me. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I've been in the dumps, which makes me just, I guess, chain smoke. But with coffee, though, I can't smoke without coffee. Smoking's disgusting. It really is. Anybody who's tried it for the first time can personally tell you that it is disgusting. And now the problem is, now you have these vapes, which essentially is the same thing that smoking was in the beginning. You know, nobody knew anything about it. It was cool, it was hip, everybody did it. You know, doctors, nurses used to smoke inside this is back in the days before I was born. They used to smoke inside, sorry for the noise from the traffic, that's Hiatus Road. I'm walking along the street. They would smoke inside hospitals. They would even smoke inside airplanes. So could you imagine the secondhand smoke that you would get just from riding an airplane? And riding an airplane, that would not have been the only risk. There are still risks today. And I'm not just talking about, you know, if the airplane crashes. I'm talking about radiation. When you're up that high in the atmosphere, there's more radiation that you get from the sun. Now, essentially, you know, it's similar to like getting like a certain amount of x-rays per year. You know, it's not like hazardous, but people that do work as pilots and stewardess and stewards, they receive a lot of this, you know, I'll just call it sun poison. Call it what it is. I know that's one of the major issues that the aeronautic industries are facing with sending a manned flight to Mars is the radiation. Essentially, what it does, if I remember is it chemistry? I don't know. What it does is it can alter your genes. So it goes into your, like the chromosomes, which are inside your blood, and the chromosomes is what packs your DNA, and then it can alter it, like it can cause mutations, and then those mutations can eventually like lead to like cancers, or who knows, maybe you grow a third arm or something like that. I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, I want to make this video just to share what I found so far. I googled the terms that my buddy sent me, who said that he got coverage with no income, and they covered the price of his psychiatric medications, which would be a blessing. It would be a true blessing for me, because right now, you know, it's just, I don't want to talk about it because I already expressed it so much in so many videos. I don't want to sound like a broken record player. I just sounded like a broken record player right there. Anyways, so yeah, no, it wasn't good. It was not good news what she told me. It was the marketplace, they call it, I think. But she said that how it works is the insurance, even through the Affordable Care Act, which I believe that's what the marketplace is, it's not cheap. It can essentially cost, from what the lady told me, like upwards of $700 a month. I mean, I almost pay that much. Well, let me think. Actually, right now, I am paying that much. Oh my goodness. Right now, if I continue going to this pharmacy, which I had no option but to go to, if not, I would have been laying in bed, suffering from, withdrawal symptoms. But so I had no choice but to go to this pharmacy, which their prices are like, it's ridiculous. It's just straight up MSRP, which we all know those prices are hiked up. That way they can make sales to drive people in and consume, and whoever in the company that is selling the product can still make a profit. So MSRPs are they're fake numbers, because anytime somebody thinks they're getting a deal, they're more than likely to buy. Just the idea that you're saving money will probably drive you to make a purchase. Okay, so that's why these MSRPs are so high, because that way they can discount them. And the company who, like I said, is selling the product can still make a profit. Anyways, moving on. She said that for no income, the system redirects me to like Medicaid and Medicare, which I have applied for in the past and got denied. So essentially all I can do now is just apply for it again and denied. She said if I get a job within from here till like January 15th, I think that was the deadline she told me, that would guarantee that I make the minimum, which is $14,000 a year, in order to receive the tax credit. Which I have to get extra unique now to get a job, because let's see what I've done. I did what one of the employees told me, which was just keep applying. Every month renew your application. I did that probably for years on end. And how I know that is because I looked back through my emails. And emails don't lie, because I saw an email back from like 2019, which they tell me 1 year after you start recovery is when you should think about getting a job. So that's when I started trying to get a job. And there was no results in that. So I wrote them a letter. I wrote the manager a letter to try to see if I could get their attention. I've spoken to the manager in person. They told me other things, but which I could do. It's getting so discouraging by now. My next option was going to be to make a CV or a resume, whatever you guys call it. And because in the applications, it's just them asking you questions. I want to be able to tell them, my own thoughts and why I feel like I should be hired. At this point, it feels to me like they want to just hire young faces, people without experience, so that, I don't know if it's so that they can just pay them the minimum, or because in this country we're infatuated with youth. For some reason, the majority of countries, they respect their elders and they treat them with exceptional care. Most places that I know, they don't send their, grandpa, grandma to an assisted house facility. I mean, even here in the States, you have some families that are traditional and they'll still keep their grandpops, grandmas at home and care for them. So I can't speak for everybody, but actually I'm not gonna quote that because I can't remember it perfectly. So with that being said, this culture, this is in my opinion, has an infatuation with youth. So I don't know if maybe that has something to do with the fact that I can't get this job. And the reason why I'm infatuated with this job is because it's an entry-level job, which if I work hard enough could essentially have, like benefits down the road, which is what I'm concerned about, because I have a family. I have my daughter's 10 years old. She goes to school right over there. I don't know if you guys can see the building. And, I like to think of her so that way when I work, I know I'm not just working so I can live paycheck to paycheck, which essentially is going to be what it's going to be. But I'm also working so that I can get some type of benefit. So when I'm done working, I can leave something behind, which is why I wanted to work for this company. But like I said, I've tried so many times. My last option right now, I think, is going to be to send a CV. They also told me to speak with the particular manager for the area that I want to work in, which I guess I'm going to have to do. I'm not good with speaking with people, as I mentioned before, except for maybe like a little salutation and, just small talk. But when it comes to like having a convo, unless you're somebody that I really know, I really feel uncomfortable, and that's due to the fact that, I suffer from, those are motorcycles, and that's due to the fact that, I suffer from anxiety, which if you don't, bless your heart, you are truly blessed. You can go out into the world, you can speak to others. Oh, that's a Tesla in the waiting lane. I don't know if you can catch it. Those cars are really nice. My buddy just got one the other day. Those things are like, it's like the whole thing is like a computer practically. But anyways, I'm crossing Taft Street, so I'm here at the plaza where the store is located. I'm gonna go in, get the essentials, and that's it. I just wanted to give you this quick update, which is not quick. Now it's been 13 minutes long. The algorithm, as the YouTubers call it, is not gonna like it, but whatever. Like I said, just don't watch. I haven't gotten many subscribers. I understand why, but I don't know. I'm gonna keep optimistic. Like I said, even if out of 8 billion people in the world, only like half of them have internet, that's still 4 billion people. That's a lot. A billion is a lot. So even if there's like a 100% demographic of people that just want to watch somebody else's real life, and I'm not talking about Instagram life or whatever other one of those social media apps are out there, where people just post like vacation pics or pictures of them by the pool. All those things are fake, and all those things in actuality are causing problems in society, like mental issues. You have kids right now that suffer from depression because they think their life ought to be a certain way, and it's not. But what they don't realize is that what they're seeing is not real life. That's not real life at all. That's just, images that people make. Or sometimes people would, go as far as, renting a sports car, let's just say, so they can shoot an Instagram or whatever you call it with themselves in it, so that it can look like they're flaunting wealth. That's not wealth. There's a good video that I saw about that. Let me see if I can find it. I'm going to put in the link But for now, I'm gonna stop recording because I'm sitting here in front of the store. I'm already around people that are putting stuff away in their carts, and I feel uncomfortable shooting because I'm like literally just holding a phone up to my face, and I just want to go be in and be out. I don't like doing this kind of stuff, but it has to be done. And as of right now, in my family, I'm the only one that can do it because, you know, my better half, you know, bless her both emotionally, mentally, physically, but you know, she's not up to par for several tasks. I'm not saying that in the future she won't be. Like I said, got to think optimistic. Part of success, and that's also in one of the videos that I put down in the descriptions. So please look in the descriptions when I you know, in my videos, because I do try to put better content in there. That way you guys don't just look at my videos and say, oh, YouTube is a waste. No, there's a lot of good stuff out there. All right, thank you. Bye.